about Mack Hollins.
I love Mac.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's Tarzan.
Mack's a little different.
Mac's awesome.
One of my favorite players. Probably one of my favorite people I've ever met.
Like, golly.
Mack Hollins has got to be one of, if not the weirdest and most interesting player in the entirety of the NFL. And in this video, we're gonna be looking at what makes him such a strange and enigmatic specimen. And out of anyone on the channel, I'm probably the most qualified to talk about this guy, since I'm a bit of a weirdo myself, as you can see. Every time I do IRL content like this, I have a balaclava on, my teeth are all messed up. I refuse to draft any kickers in my fantasy league. I'm a strange fellow. I can relate to this guy. I mean, I'm not a millionaire NFL player, but you know. Also, in case you couldn't tell, this video is going to be a little different than our normal stuff. I'm kind of just not reacting. I don't want to say reacting because that word's like the plague now. But this video has no script, so I'm kind of just describing things as I go. So, see how that goes. Anyways, enough yapping. How about we dive right in to Mack Hollins. Mack has played for the Eagles, the Dolphins, the Raiders, the Falcons, and the Bills. And all of his previous teammates seem to love the guy and say, yeah, he's weird. But in a good way. I mean, the 2021 Dolphins liked him so much, they voted him to be a captain as a backup player. But don't give him a high five for that. He doesn't like that. Now, of course, he is good at football, but we're not here to talk about that today. I try to make the mouth hole a little smaller in the ball club, and now I got like the Joker smile going on. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Now, if you've seen clips of this guy just walking around or doing whatever he does when he's not playing football, you may notice something right off the bat. He never has shoes on. And it's not because he's like really forgetful or something like that. No, he hates them. He hates shoes. He calls his cleats foot prisons.
Now, he does wear cleats because he has to, but he calls them foot prisons.
Like, look at that little tiny toe box. How you gonna fit your toes in there?
Like in this interview here, for example, he sees shoes as more of a tool versus a part of your body, as he says.
I think shoes are a tool, and people have made them a part of their body. Like, I wouldn't walk around with a hammer just because I might need a hammer sometimes.
And he's really about it too. He even has a shirt that says "Free the Feet" that he likes to wear. It's insane. And it seems to be spreading too. He's started to get some of his fellow Bills players to also stop wearing shoes when they're just walking around the field.
Joe was out here shoeless yesterday for a walkthrough.
Started walking around barefoot yesterday. You look around, there's 10 other guys barefoot.
But so far, he's the only one who will just go out in public and not wear shoes. And I mean, I can kind of get it. I mean, if you've ever walked through like fresh grass with no shoes on, it feels great. It's really nice. He even claims that he's gotten health benefits from going shoeless that has helped with his on-the-field game. Now, he may be eccentric, but he's not stupid. If he's in like a bathroom or an airport, he's gonna put on some shoes, or if it's like 35 degrees outside, he's gonna strap them up.
I got a little list of places, and I want you to tell me if you would walk through these places barefoot.
Is it a bathroom or is it an airport?
So you bringing shoes to put them on when you go in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Are you gonna put shoes on?
Yeah, below 35.
Oh, there's a rule.
I tell people, I'm
There's an
barefoot, I'm not a
asterisk.
dummy.
Another little side note from the same interview I showed earlier, he also claims that small cats will steal your soul and you should not have them around.
Small cats will steal your soul, never have them around. If it's a house cat, that'll steal your soul.
Another thing that makes this guy quite strange is his eating habits. So who better to tell you about him than him?
I don't like people that eat with utensils, to be honest with you. I think that makes you soft. If you can't eat it with your hands, you shouldn't be eating it.
So he doesn't wear shoes unless he absolutely has to. And he eats everything with his hands. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, what about soup? Well, the reporters had that same question, and this was his answer.
Soup? Shouldn't be eating soup. You never seen a lion eat soup.
Okay, well, what about ice cream? I mean, you can put that in a cone, you can eat it with your hands. Well, predators don't eat ice cream. That's something he actually said.
But I wouldn't eat this though.
Let's see.
You don't know any predators that eat ice cream.
He also says he doesn't eat vegetables anymore because it's not right. He says the only time he eats vegetables is on Sunday because he wants to be starving. I'm a vegan on game day. Like a great coach once said, hungry dogs run faster. He does, however, have a moral code, so if someone else buys him the meal, then he will use utensils.
But I won't eat with my hands then, because you're paying.
Okay.
But if I go out and I'm paying for the meal,
Okay.
I'll eat my hands.
He may be weird himself, but he doesn't make it affect other people. He knows how to be respectful. I mentioned that he doesn't eat soup, but there is one soup he does eat. I guess you could call it a soup. Whenever his team wins a game, he concocts and consumes something known as peanut M&M water. It's quite a complex process, so here's a clip of him making it.
When you win, the M&Ms go in. Come on now. Take the dubs when you can get them. A little chocolate water never hurt anybody.
Looks delicious. Maybe I'll have to try it someday. Could you just imagine this guy pulling up to a restaurant with his torn shirt, drinking M&M water with no shoes on, and just eating everything with his hands? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, he also cuts up all of his shirts because he thinks it looks cool. Fair enough. And yes, we do have a clip of him showing you how to do that as well.
And this right here is a roll cutter, but you just roll and cut. Press, cut, press, cut, press, cut, press, cut, press, cut, press, and cut. But just like that, you look better than everybody else.
He's talked a lot about predators and the predator lifestyle and stuff like that, and he does have a few pets, so I wonder what he keeps around. Maybe a tiger, a cougar, a big bear or something? Nah, he likes snakes. There's even a video of Mack Hollins going snake shopping at Repticon.
What's up, everybody? Mac Hollins here at Repticon. Lizards, these might actually be my next purchase. So this is a super pastel butter.
He didn't end up going home with any snakes this time, but there's always next year. And this isn't even the only place he's popped up at that would make you think, why is an NFL player here? Just this year, he went to an International Chess Federation tournament in Toronto. And it's not like he was paid to be there or anything, he was there because he's a big fan of chess, even naming some of the players he's rooting for in this tournament.
Hikaru's probably my American favorite, but I do like Prague. I like his energy. His sister is also amazing. It's quite incredible to have two siblings that are that good.
And when he was bored in between matches, he just went to the fan zone and started playing random people. Look at this master at work. He is locked in. Let's talk now about his social media bit. Predators may not eat soup, but they do use TikTok apparently. And his is just as interesting as everything else about him. He mainly uses his TikTok and Instagram to give people random facts about life he finds interesting, book recommendations, home maintenance tips, and dance tutorials. He loves the gritty. He once celebrated downing a punt by doing the gritty, and also doing the gritty when he didn't have to down the punt. On top of all the weird things he's done, he's also an agriculture guy. He once visited the MAP organization and presented them with a $50,000 grant. The MAP organization is a good cause. They employ youth and teach them job readiness, leadership skills, and farming, kitchen, and nutrition education. On this trip, he revealed that he has a farm of his own and he loves it. He was quoted saying, "I've seen and known personally friends and teammates that have grown up and never seen a farm, never seen a cow, never seen a chicken other than on TV. Being able to know that I can give that to my family and friends is really awesome, and being able to see projects like MAP do these types of things for cities that don't have the resources is really heartwarming." All of this really begs the question, is there anything this guy doesn't do? And his answer to that is, I don't eat cheese or seafood. The most Mack Hollins answer of all time.
What don't you do?
I don't eat cheese or seafood.
Now, of course, he can still deliver on the field though. He caught the first passing touchdown of the season for the 2024 Bills. And then, of course, because he's Mack Hollins, celebrated with a weird on-field eating with his hands. Not only does he know he's weird, he embraces it. He's crazy. He's Tarzan. Mack Hollins is a weird guy. I mean, this video has definitely shown that. But it also shows that it's okay to have some personality and be who you really are. Even if people find it weird, who cares? I mean, this guy is extremely strange, but in a good way. Everyone loves him for it. They love all his random quirks and hobbies and interests. He's a weird guy, and he's not afraid to show that. I think we could all take a page from the Mack Hollins book. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I know this was probably a pretty weird video. It was kind of all over the place. Again, I didn't have any script or anything. I was just kind of trying something new with this sort of video. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. I'd really appreciate some feedback so we can continue making these videos better and better for you guys. Oh, and also, I've started making content for my own channel, so if you want to check me out there, if you did enjoy this video, it'll be in the description. Anyways, have a lovely day, gamers. Peace.